Hello and welcome to Inspired Crafts. You'll have to excuse me, I do have a really odd voice at the moment from a bit of a cold I've got. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me okay, and we'll get through this without too many croaks. Okay, today's crafting, I'm going to make a cute little box and a little tag to go with it. This is the Modern Christmas, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Modern Christmas DSP that I've used, and then some of our cardstock. This one's real red. It measures 2 inches by 3 inches, and as part of one of my classes this month, we stamped onto a candle and made the box. So it's like a part of a little gift, and to show that stamps and paper crafts don't just mean cards. And this is from the ornamental Christmas dies, so it's part of the same sweet little tag. Okay, so for the one that the box I'm gonna make, I'm using some different colours. This is Pretty Peacock. Again, this paper is from the Modern Christmas paper pack. This I've already cut the cardstock, and it measures 10.5 inches, which is 26.7 centimeters, and then it's 5.5 inches, which is 14 centimeters. Okay, so starting from this on the long side, I'm going to score every 2.5 inches. Okay, so that is 6.4 centimeters. So 5 inches, which is 12.7. 7.5 inches, which is 19.1. And then 10 inches, which is 25.4. I'm then going to turn it onto the short side and score at 2.5 inches. 2.5 is 6.4. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Actually, I won't. We'll score the lid while we're here. Now, I'm using my trimmer for scoring because I just want to get just under an inch, so just inside the inch mark on all 4 sides. Just a tiny little bit. And obviously, because it's speciality paper, you don't want to press as hard as you would on the cardstock because it will tear. Okay, so just a smidgen under the 1 inch. Okay, so now we can grab our bone folder and we can reinforce all the score lines. Okay, so we'll start with the base. On the shorter end, or shorter side of the middle score line, we're going to be cutting this part of the tab out. I'm also going to just do a tiny sliver on this bigger bit, so you'll see in a moment. Okay, so you've got a tiny little piece, which hopefully you can see that past the score line. Okay, and now we're going to cut all these 3 score lines up to the centre. I must apologise for, I'm likely to cough quite a bit, but hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so we'll just pop that to one side for a moment while we look at the lid. And now what we need to do is on 2 sides, so on opposite sides, find the we're going to cut so we have 2 tags like this, and then on these ones again just cut a tiny sliver, and then the opposite side. Okay, so that's all the cutting and scoring for the actual box, so we can now assemble it. So if you lie your cardstock flat and bend in the tab, I'm going to add some tear and tape to it. I'm going to put 2, should just about fit. We'll peel those. Peel that off. I'm just going to fold that bit over where it's gone over the side. And now by holding it like this, I can fold this side in and get an even match. Okay, so where this join is, that's going to be the back So keeping everything, all the joins in the same place, I'm going to fold these in, and this one will go in last. I want some glue. I'm going to turn it over and make sure it sticks down. Okay, so that's the base of the box. And now for the lid, I'm going to put 2 strips on each of the tabs. Like so. Oops, stuck to my finger now. And then peel these bits off. And as you're peeling them, you're going to stick, I can't see they are today, stick them just inside. But that one, for some reason, is sticking out further than it should do. So you can just trim it off with a pair of scissors. Oops. Okay, just go round and do all 4 edges. See, any bits that are sticking, overhanging the edge, just fold in. Okay, so that's the box. Now, I don't have, I've got red, blue and white trim, so ribbon. So this is fluffy. So I thought, well, we'll use this. I could colour it, but I'm not going to for this. It gets a bit messy, and obviously I don't want to spend ages colouring a piece of fluffy ribbon. In video, I don't even know how well this does in a bow, but it should be okay. Okay, so it could look better, but it will do for now. Okay, so the gift tag, as I said, is from the Ornamental Christmas dies, and I've cut one in Pretty Peacock and one in white, and then we've got these bits here, which I've cut using, I've put some double what are they called, adhesive sheets onto the back, so it actually ends up as like a sticker, just for ease. So I'm going to first of all stick these decorations on. Okay, like so. It's not very straight, but it'll be fine. I think I'm going to have to start wearing my reading glasses a bit more. Okay, so before I stick this bit on, I am going to glue these together. Hopefully it's symmetrical. It seems to be. And then I'm going to punch a hole in the top of this bit. And this is white and gold baker's twine. It comes in a pack with some black and gold. Again, it's all part of the modern Christmas suite, which is an online exclusive. Thread that through. And now that that's stuck on, I can peel the sticker off here and add that on there. And that's the gift tag. You can obviously write on the back and tie it on and put whatever you want in there, whether it's a candle, chocolates, another little gift. Say it's 2.5 inches by 3 inches in height. Okay, so another example of what else to do with our gorgeous papers and cardstock. You know, it's not all about card making. So hope you enjoyed watching that, and you have a go. I will put all the dimensions onto my blog a bit later on. I've got to go and collect my daughter from school now, so it'll be this evening when it goes on. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.